Communicators from outside your organization or grow your own, Folimo asks.
The most important thing is to find somebody that has your heart and soul and a lot of passion for the voice of who you are, and make sure that you coach them and bring out in them what you can.
Brad?
You know, I would say you'd want people from within. If you look down the line here, you know, you love cereal, I love coffee, airlines, cable.
I love coffee too.
You know, but you really want to grow someone from within, I think.
I love you all. Elliot?
I would say the same thing.
Within. Frank?
I only hire people that are customer service advocates. That's really the goal I have, and everybody I've hired is from within.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I know Monica Guzman from the Seattle PI Big Blog has a question. Monica?
Hey, so my former editor at the PI had a saying when I asked about responding to comments from trolls. You know, in the news business, we get a lot of comments and a lot of conversations going, just like everybody else. And he would say, never wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. And the lesson there is, there are just some conversations not worth starting. There are some things so negative. And, you know, we have our detractors. Every company has its detractors. People you can't change their mind no matter what you say. So what I'm asking is, you know, you're all talking very positively about, oh yeah, you always answer, oh totally, yeah, you can totally change it, no problem. And it's, you know, I'm thinking there's probably more to it than that. So when do you know that conversations are just not worth starting? You know, that something could backfire, you know what, this person's just too far out there, I'm going to leave it alone.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Here's what I learned. Everybody's getting dirty.
All right.
Good question.
All right. I do tend to try and answer as many as we can, including the trolls. There are trolls out there, shockingly, that mention Comcast. And, you know, what I typically will do is I will engage once like we would anybody else. Can I help? Or something simplistic. If they come back at me in a very, you know, very derogatory type way, I'll say, look, it sounds like you have a story and I really want to share that story. I want to hear it. Please email me. Here's my email address. I'd like all the details that caused you to have this passion. And truthfully, that's it. I'm done. I gave you a way that I'll gladly engage with you. I will gladly listen to anything you have to say.
But will you?
Yes.
You will go back and forth?
I will engage, yes. Oh, will I go back and forth via email? Absolutely. But truthfully, in any of those situations, it's never come up. And you know what happens is eventually they do go away. So I do strive to kill them with kindness and offer assistance, because that's what I do. And I think if you know, that's just me being me. But you know, that's how I kind of control it. But I do respond.
So
I agree with Frank.
don't wrestle with the pigs. Kill them with kindness. Maria?
I agree with Frank. I think what we try to do is we're really well networked in the industry, and we try to just offer up the most education that we can. And we share a perspective, right or wrong, whether they like it or not. This is what we are. This is who we are. This is what we have to do. And, you know, sorry. You know, there's things that we can't change because there's a lot of reasons for that. We tell them what the reasons are. And you can shoot me a question anytime. We'll see if it's
But
true.
you can still talk to your serial. Another 15-second power answer before we go to the... I just made that up. I don't know where power answer came from. Power answer. It's like a game show or something all of a sudden up in here. Yeah, buzzer in if you have an answer. We're going to start with Frank, but Kenji asks, since engaging your customers via social media, what kind of new information have you learned about them? What have you learned about your customers? 15 seconds, Frank.
You learn a ton of stuff about your customers. That's a little hard. You learn all the personal side to them. You start engaging in conversations with them. Use something like People Browser where you can make a click and you're learning every blog that they're on and everything they're talking about. You can learn, it's more that personal connection that you're really learning, not, I don't think, you know, I think someone's looking for the marketing answer. It's not the marketing answer. You're learning a personal one-on-one connection. And that's what I've always learned.
Elliot?
What am I learning from customers? They like to be upgraded to first class.
Yeah. There's 160 people on this patio that would like a first class upgrade.
I get whenever someone gets an upgrade, I hear about it. You know?
What about when they don't get the upgrade? That's usually just me.
It's a Wi-Fi. You know, it's a Wi-Fi flight.
Maybe it's a Wi-Fi flight.
Yeah. Where's the Wi-Fi plane today?
I don't know.
Brad?
You know, we don't just learn from our customers, we learn from our partners on Twitter. I met some partners from all over so we call partners employees at Starbucks, by the way. And there's all sorts of other baristas on Twitter, and I get to talk to them all the time, and that's a lot of fun.
There you go. Maria,
I think
what do you
what
learn
I
from your
boiled it down
customers?
to is love and fear, how much they love the brand and how much they're afraid for their own health. And they love that we are a company that represents a lot of great things that they discover us, they find out, wow, it's an aha, and they want to share it with everyone. So
And they talk to their
it's been really
cereal
fun.
too. Rachel has a question, I believe, in the back, in the upper balcony. Go ahead.
Hi. Hi. Thanks, guys, for coming. Appreciate it.
And gals. Sorry.
And gals.
Say it.
My question is, what kind of legal ramifications, stories, procedures that you guys could share with adopting social media in your business model?
What are the legal ramifications of social media?
Frank looks ready to go on that one.
All right, let's take it to Frank while we bring the mic up
Does
here
your
to the
legal
aisle.
department review every email that leaves your company, answer every phone call? If they don't, you know what, they need to get a life.
Oh.
Truthfully,
Yeah.
you can't do it. They're not reviewing every interaction that's going on. You can't worry about it from that perspective. And if you do, you just tied your hands together. You're never going to get anywhere in the space. It's kind of when you have too many people trying to guide what to say and try and figure out what the wording is. You do too much of that, you never come up with the wording. So, you know, that's my opinion on that.
Anybody else want to jump in? Legal ramifications of social media?
I think if you look at any other brand that has a large following, I bet most of them have similar legal issues as Frank and I, in that we don't really have much. You know, we tweet under a set of guidelines. You know, I'm not going to talk about something that I know is dumb. Although I do want to share one thing. So,
is this a dumb thing or?
no, it was actually pretty fun. So last fall we introduced the Starbucks Gold Card program. I had received a number of gold cards to give away, and so I ran a haiku contest, and I didn't know you had to have rules.
I have a duetto card, and I don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to ask Elliot for upgrades and you for a gold card. So you had rules and you didn't know you needed them.
Yeah, I didn't have rules. And I got called up to the principal's office. Yeah, everything worked out great, and the haiku contest was a lot of fun. Lots of haikus, lots of good hot coffee haikus. So.
Did you create the rules as a haiku?
No, but I should have next time. I don't think that would work as a haiku.
Yeah, I feel like the rules need to be a little bit longer than a haiku, right? If you could put and more than 140 characters. We had another question.
I'll just add one
to
thing to the legal
here.
debate, or the question. So there are things that we cannot say, and so I think that it's just sitting down with your legal team and figuring out what those things are, and try to anticipate if there are questions or something comes up that you can't answer. Have some approved responses that you can, you know, either put out there quickly, because I mean it is about speed. So just trying to kind of figure out what that is ahead of time will do you a lot of good. And you aren't going to figure out everything, and so sometimes you can just say, hey, I don't know the answer to that right now, let me get back to you.
Hey, Elliot, what can't you tell us?
Well, I mean, if there are certain things, if certain things happen, there's certain things that I can't confirm or deny until I have, you know, that we try to centralize the information and keep it coming out of one place.
So there aren't specific things that you can't tell me right now?
I can't talk about money. I can't tell you what the rollout schedule for the Wi-Fi, because we don't have that yet.
Don't!